Kia ora. You may remember me. I was a pro rugby player for 16 years and played 71 tests for the All Blacks. I love rugby. But at the heart of it, I'm just a Māori boy who loves Aotearoa and the outdoors.
I'm on the board!
Yeah, bro.
We're spoiled for choice, really.
Oh, it's a little penny. Oh.
Diving, hunting, fishing, and foraging about the place. It's me.
Yum! No more luck, bro. I'll end up in the drink.
Nah, you'll be right, mate.
Oh.
In this series, I'll take you on the road as we meet hearty, local characters
You can't give yourself a nickname, hey!
who will guide me through what they do best in some of the most beautiful parts of Aotearoa.
Welcome back anytime, brother.
Kia ora, that's what I was waiting for. This is Piri's Tiki Tour. In this episode, I'm on Kapiti Island with Scott and Tim, who are taking me out in search of kingfish and tuna. Kind of bloody scary, actually. Just not used to seeing things so clear. Ka tūtaki au ki te reanga hau o ngā kaimatarau. You got a wetsuit?
Nah.
Hey? And get to know the whānau behind the Kapiti Island Nature Lodge. It's a hell of a spot, jeez. Can't beat it. Today, I'm on Kapiti Island, te waiwai Kapiti o Tara Rauako Rangitane. These days, it is a 10 by 2 kilometre nature reserve and has served as a stronghold for Ngāti Toa and a whaling station during the 17th and 18th centuries. I'm catching up with Scott and Tim, who are keen to head out on the boat for a dive in the clear blue waters around the island. It's roughly a 10 to 15 minute steam from Paraparaumu.
Hey, Piri.
Scotty, how are you?
Good, bro. Yourself? This is Tim.
How, Tim, how are you?
You good, mate, yourself?
Yeah, not too bad.
Good.
So how's the water looking for today?
Yeah,
How's
it looks
shaping
good.
up?
Nice and blue. We'll jump in and have a look for a kingfish, I guess. Water looks clear as ever.
Go for what?
Kingfish.
Ooh.
You like that?
Yeah. Spear or we
Yeah, we'll
bodge?
try a spear one. Yep. Yep. Tim's the man to help you with that. Yeah.
No pressure, Tim.
No pressure. Walk in the park.
Are you, maybe for you. I'm new to this area, so
No, you'll be
I've only
right.
been here once. You drive past Kapiti all the time, the island itself, but I've never actually had a chance to stay there, and I've been for one dive over there, and that was with a tank when this opportunity popped up, and kingies were supposed to be on the menu of target species. I jumped at that, and the kingies like to be around current.
Yeah, so about 5:30 it's looking like outgoing tide, so we'll jump in there with the currents moving and hopefully a few kingies, a few mobs will be flocking through. We might have a look at Takaheki, jump on some of the pins there and see if a few are floating around as well.
Oh wait, do you want us to block that out so no one knows those spots? Or?
Named.
There's a few
No,
pins
pretty
out
common
there, we'll
knowledge.
take you to the special ones no one knows about.
Kingfish are a popular recreational fish in Aotearoa. Kingies are green on top with a white underside and a green-gold band from the nose through to the yellow tail. They are large predatory fish with adults growing over 1.5 metres in length. Kingfish are found predominantly in open coastal waters, preferring high currents or tidal flows. What a spot! So we pull finger, get in the boat and get out there. I'm always keen to get in the water, and the chance to get a kingie is high on my list. Conditions were pristine, really. I've never been in waters around Wellington. Not that Kapiti is Wellington, but it's close enough to it. You're able to see like 15 metres. There's a lot of blue water out there. Kind of bloody scary, actually. Just not used to seeing things so clear. The island has been a bird sanctuary for more than 120 years, and large sections around it became a marine reserve in 1992, which explains the pristine water. However, for all the visibility, we are still having trouble seeing any kingies. Heoi, te āhua nei, ko mau ia Tim tētahi atu mea. He'd shot some goatfish, never knew what that was, and when he shot one, it was actually pretty mean to see, actually. Kaore I roa, I kitea tētahi atu ika. Tim told me that there was a cod sort of floating around. I was just lucky that it didn't want to run away, otherwise I would have had to chase it. The first dive landed us dinner, and it's now time for a bit of a rest before our next attempt. That wasn't a bad spot to stretch the old lungs.
Yeah, for sure. Heaps of bait fish, so that's a good sign, and the water's nice and warm, and got a few great fish, so those should be good on the barbecue tonight. How are those lungs?
A little struggling at the end there. How deep do we get?
So I did a couple of dives to about 12. Yeah. About 12
We're supposed to get to
line.
14, 15.
We'll be pushing around the 14 to 17.
Okay. My lungs definitely need a break, so I jumped from one boat to the other to try my luck trawling with Scott. Scott mentioned that the albacore were running, so jumped at the opportunity to catch a species of tuna. How long would you spend trawling?
Oh yeah, sometimes just all day. Yeah. Can go a bit crazy, sometimes. But I got music and I listen to podcasts or something, keep my mind occupied. Yeah.
It's a bit lonely on here if you're by yourself.
Oh, it's good, mate. I love it. I wouldn't have it any other way. I want a crew, but then I don't want a crew. So.
Scott has been in the business for 10 years. He trawls commercially for tuna and supplies local restaurants with high-quality kai. How can you tell if there's a tuna on the line?
You'll see the bungee go tight.
Yeah.
So that'll whip straight, like that.
How do you get the one that's right at the end?
Oh, I've got my gaff that I open up, gaff the line, and then start pulling.
Can you reach that?
Splash, mate. Splash.
Yeah, I didn't see that part.
Yeah.
You're lucky.
All the mod
I was going to say, our short arms wouldn't reach there.
No, I've got that short arm problem too, and a short leg problem.
Pretty cool setup, actually. Got it set up how he wants it. For an operation that's manned by one person, it's perfect. I mean, it's not the worst bloody place to be. Look, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's right. You get a buzz out of earning money from doing this. That's what I do. You've earned your money too,
Oh, I'll be getting a buzz tonight.
Yeah,
if we get a tuna.
Well, he's
It'll be my first ever tuna as well.
Oh, is it?
Well, I've never had the chance to, go out fishing for it, so.
Oh, no, well, that's cool. Yeah, bit of luck, we'll get into it, mate.
And it's not long until the bungee line goes tight. The sign of a tuna.
There you go, mate. So just, hook it in. Start pulling over the side there. When the albacore bite, it's always when you least expect it, We've got another fish too.
What?
Another one on, mate. I think Piri was asleep, actually.
Where am I trying to pull it to?
Yeah, try and get it in the corner here. And once you get to the trace, take a big handful of trace and then wrap your hand in the other trace and straight out, all in one movement if you can. That's us. Beautiful little fish. Here's little rudders. Woohoo! Strike them as quick as you can.
Yeah. I actually thought they were going to be a lot harder, but nah, you pull them in pretty quickly, and it's just sort of making sure that you, when you do it all in one, you try and do it all in one go. Whack them in there.
Yeah, and they go in the tube so they don't get bashed around. And then you pull that one, mate. I'll toss that out.
Roger. Which one? The far one?
Far one, yep.
Are you sure?
Bigger or smaller?
Feels smaller.
Now, boy. Those tuna, they run pretty hot, they're warm-blooded, so it's good to yucky them and then bleed them straight away. Sweet. Piri had a crack at one, he got it sussed. A couple more, he'll know what he's up to. Can get them done pretty quick and straight in the ice, How's that?
Piece of piss.
Easy, mate, you're a natural. Do you want a job?
Mate, that was pretty cool. Ina te pai o tēnei rangi. Hariko ana au I taku hopunga albacore tuatahi. And I'll need some decent rest because popo ka nganga māua ko Tim ki te hopu I tētahi makumaku. Ka noho tahi au ki te reanga hau o ngā kaimatarau.
Come down because I like swimming here and there's nothing to do at home.
Well, it's a good excuse. This morning, Tim and I are up nice and early in the hopes of nabbing an elusive kingfish. Ka kitea Tim I tētahi wāhi haumaru hei timatanga mō māua, kia whai anō hoki ai.
We had nice warm water, sitting around 19 to 20 degrees, very little wind, and beautiful blue water. So everything was looking in our favour.
There's a lot of blue water down there, so you just don't know what's going to pop up randomly. I think I was a bit nervous at the start, trying to get as deep as Tim was. There are a few bait fish around, but sadly, no kingies. So Tim takes us out to another spot that he thinks may give us a better chance.
We started doing our drifts, and this time round a lot more bait fish around.
Tim manages to shoot a goatfish.
The kingies just weren't coming in. We didn't see any.
Tim reckons we should try Boulder Bank, a spot not far away from our first posse. It's a location apparently more popular for sighting kingfish.
Just dive to a depth we're comfortable at. We can either cruise along the bottom with the current and just sit there and just gaze around looking for them, or you can hold on to something and be static and just take your time scanning around. And because they're so curious, they'll come in and check you out, even if you're mid-water.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if I spot one, what do I do? Come straight up and make noises?
Sweet. So if you see one, just take your time and start making grunting noises. You can.
How does that noise go again? That grunting noise?
You'll figure it out, mate.
Oh, come on! With my lungs stretched and armed with Tim's grunting noises, I'm keen to give the new spot a go. This dive is much deeper, and the lungs are struggling a bit. How's that, bro? All good? Yeah, it was out of it. If I did done that with a tank on, drifted like that. Seen a few butterfish, but didn't want to shoot the gun. Just in case something popped up. Head back up and have another go at it. Tim's on the hunt. Finally, Tim has spotted some kingies, but he is woefully ill-prepared. After 2 days of nothing, Tim has a chance to make it worthwhile. No pressure. He's had a crack at one. You beauty!
Didn't see anything all dive, mate. And then dropped down to about 13 metres in this... 13.
Oh, yeah.
And this kingy rocked in, turned broadside, close range, and I shot too high. So he swam away. Over the top. I don't think I extended my arm out enough, so that's all right. It's cool to see one though.
You, not me. So no kingies nailed on this trip, but the visibility and sea life was mean.
The last couple of days have been mint. It's always a pleasure to be able to come out to a place as beautiful as Kapiti Island. Always nice to get away from the mainland and to just get off the grid for a couple of days. We have been blessed with such amazing weather, so it just is the icing on the cake to have such a good crew of people here. To be able to spend some time with Piri and get to know him has been awesome. And to be able to get some kai moana, it just makes it that much more special.
It's been a primo couple of days. Time to head back to the bay. I heard that there was a young 10-year-old who was a avid spearfisherman. It was cool to see him in the water when we first rocked up and have a korero with him.
Kia ora.
Kia ora.
Koe tui ingoa.
Taku tai.
No whia koe.
Otaki.
What are you doing on the island? If you're from Otaki.
Just I come down because I like swimming here and there's nothing to do at home.
Oh, it's a good excuse. How long have you been spearfishing for?
Just been spearfishing with a Hawaiian sling for like, just probably 2 years.
2 years?
But like, yeah,
Who got you into that?
no one.
No one.
Just watching it looks cool because you used to go swimming. It just feels cool.
A lot of kids these days are too busy on their phones or iPads and don't really get the opportunity to see what's out there.
You got a wetsuit?
No.
Hey?
No.
Just swim around in your bloody shorts.
Yeah.
Tough boy, you're already bloody doing this once a week. Well, since you come here more often than I do, shall we go out there and have a bit of a splash around?
Be keen.
Yeah? You lead the way then, and I'll follow, since you better be the man.
Oh yeah.
Bloody fish, really? Kid didn't want to get out of the water. Here I am in my bloody full wetsuit, all the flash gears, kore ideas, and he's out there with a bloody Hawaiian sling and shorts.
I've just got to take you out here.
Roger, let's go. We ended up drifting up to about 8 meters, 9 meters, and he's still hanging around, still wanting to have a bit of a crack at getting down, so it was actually awesome. I even said to him, oh, you used the spear gun before? He reckons, oh, no. I can't help but feel he might be a bit better than me on the old spear gun. I'm just lucky at the moment that my kids are always keen to go out fishing, and hopefully we do some training in the pool and they can start sort of going to get me some kinners rather than me get them kinners. Me whai ake nei, ka toro au ki Kapiti Island Nature Lodge.
It's home. Yeah, it's pretty special.
And we taste test my tuna catch.
I'm just gonna eat it for myself.
Today I'm visiting Wayne and Adrian at their nature lodge.
Wayne? Right. So I'm a bit short for you,
Wayne and Adrian are in charge of the Kapiti Island Nature Lodge, a sanctuary for many native birds. Adrian also teaches weaving.
For our whānau, the wairua here, you feel it as soon as you step onto the whenua here. And many local people would have the same affection for Kapiti Island. It holds a very special place in local people's hearts, I suppose. We're in Wairua Bay on Kapiti Island. This is our whānau land here. We've been here for a few years, since 1820. From the hikoi from Kāwhia, Ngāti Toa. My great-great-great-great-grandfather, Te Rangihiro, came down with Te Roparaha on that hikoi down from there and ended up on Kapiti Island, where we are here today. Te Rangihiro is buried in a little urupa just up here on Wairua Bay on Kapiti. So that our family has been here since that time.
That's awesome. That you know, the whānau's involved in creating a way to teach everyone about our native birds and give them the rundown of how the island used to run.
What kind of birds are on the island?
We have pretty much all the endemic species in New Zealand, but I suppose our prize Our prize bird here is the kiwi pukupuku, the smallest kiwi out of the 5 species that we have in Aotearoa. So we have a population of in between 1,200 and 1,400 of the little spotted kiwi. And we've got a few brown kiwi that frequent down at the south end, more so than up this end.
I guess for most Kiwis, no one will probably know that there's 2 types of Kiwis over there. And they probably haven't been over there. It's more foreigners that go over there and have a look at our native birds that they've got.
How often have you got visitors coming to the island?
We have an ecotourism lodge here that's run by my whānau. My cousin John Barrett started it about 20 years ago, and currently we have 7 days a week people coming in to enjoy the bird life, the wairua of the island here. Plenty of visitors, lots of overseas people and lots of Kiwi people. Yeah, and it's a pretty busy little place. Yeah, hopefully we're doing the land some justice and doing what we do here. We have lots of whānau members involved. We take tourists here on day tours, and we do Kiwi spotting at night time. So we have people overnight staying for the night and having a kai, sharing a kai and stories, and then going out for a Kiwi spot. It's an unbelievable place. It's never the same. Every day it's different. I can look out my window, look at the sea, look at the island, and it has many moods. To us, it's a pretty special place. So, yeah, well, as you see, it's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
Eh? You can hear the birds there singing. Like in the morning, you'll have the dawn chorus. Sometimes it's pretty deafening. I think we are visitors for our time on the land, and we become part of this. The manu are in charge, we're not in charge.
We're just kaitiaki
So we're
for a small
kaitiaki
period.
for our time while we're here. So
It's home.
yeah, it's pretty special.
It's a hell of a spot, jeez. Can't beat it. I mean, it's probably getting a hammering right now from that southerly, but I mean, you can just see how beautiful that spot is, and just all the native bird that are flying around on the island. And I think they've got a few that are like pets that they feed, and they just chill out on their deck. Sometimes, if you're lucky enough, they'll sit on your shoulder or on your head, as our cameraman Aquaman found out. It's a beautiful spot, and what better way to finish it off than to taste test the tuna Scotty and I caught yesterday. Maybe I should trip over. Oh. What's the best way you like having it?
I like it just seared, or sesame seeds and seared and soy sauce and things. But you've got some secret up your sleeve, haven't you?
Oh yeah, I brought this bad boy for to have with. You're gonna have sashimi, right?
That's right. We'll give it a go.
So how about you start slicing that, and I'll start eating while you.
Sampler.
My time with Scott, Tim, Wayne, and Adrian was a great experience. A time that I'd, cherish.
I think so. Thin enough or too thick?
Told you, I'm all about portions, as you can
All
see. Not shy of a pie.
I like pies.
They've given me the opportunity to come back and spend some more time over there, and also with Scott and Tim, whenever I want to go out and try and chase that kingy again. Hopefully Tim's got his eye in properly. Well, bro, thanks for taking me out and getting some albacore.
No sweat, man. Good times.
Even
Good
better.
fun.
Do you know how to use these?
Oh, I can't drive them. You can drive them.
come on.
I'll go fingers first, mate.
I've thoroughly enjoyed my time with them.
That's enough of that.
Beautiful. All right, I'll keep carving, eh? Oh, that's good, man. Real good.
That fish is just bloody melting in my mouth.
Mm.
Oh.
There's plenty more.
I'm just gonna eat it for myself.
he mea tautoko.
Toko nā te manga.
Kai pāho.